Love God. Love neighbor. Oh, wait, Jesus. Who's my neighbor? Well, there's a story about that too. Your neighbor, as it turns out, is the very person you don't expect. Some might even say it's your enemy. That's actually the point of the Good Samaritan story, which is a case in point. Most people think that the Good Samaritan story is about being good to those in need. And of course, that's something that is very true. But remember what occasions that story. The situation, the circumstance. An expert in the Torah asks Jesus, what is the greatest commandment? And Jesus gives him the answer. And he says, well, who's my neighbor? Wanting to justify himself, the text says. So Jesus tells him a story. And I think I've told this to you before, but just in case you have forgotten already or you haven't heard it before, let me go through my little Good Samaritan corrector speech. Sun, moon, and stars. Peter, Paul, and Mary. You know these. You know how they finish. There was a saying in ancient Israel, or ancient Judaism, that went like this: the priest, the Levites, and all of Israel. The priest, the Levites, and all of Israel. Say it with me. The priest, the Levites, and all of Israel. You see this in the Bible. You see it in extra-biblical texts. This is a way of referring to all the people of God according to Israel. So Jesus tells the story about a person who fell among thieves, laying on the side of the road. Who comes by but a priest? And the priest passes him by. And who comes next but a Levite? Passes him by. And now, according to our triad there, we've seen a priest, a Levite. Who are we expecting? An Israelite. But who does Jesus substitute? A Samaritan. Who are the Samaritans? They're the rabble. They are political enemies, racial outcasts, and religious heretics. Talk about your trifecta. And when Jesus introduces the Samaritan, that's when the record needle just scratches right off the record. And at the end, Jesus says, so who showed himself to be the neighbor? Because you know the Samaritan takes care of the person and makes sure that the person's okay. He acts like the model neighbor. Jesus asks the Torah scholar, so who showed himself to be a neighbor? The Torah scholar cannot even bring himself to name who it was. He says, the one who showed him mercy, and he walked away. Luke is very particular about how he describes that. See, Jesus could make people angry too.